Y'all know I love some animated horror flicks and ghost stories. This one is both of them, baby. It's been a little while since we reacted to him. Ghost of the Gallows Library. He always has some amazing tales, and I really, really love his animations. Guys, make sure to subscribe to Animated Horror Flicks. Subscribe to me if you like reaction videos, and let's get into this animation. Spooky.
The public library.
Uh-huh.
You remember those, right?
Yeah! It's been a while.
Well, before the internet and Google, it was really the only way to do any kind of research. And although browsing through a bunch of smelly old books seems boring, it's something that I actually miss. And it was also a great way to meet new people and get out of the house and enjoy some peace and quiet.
I mean, there's still bookstores.
My fondest memories of the public library was during my employment at one of them, which was conveniently only a bus stop away from my house.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, I'll confess, it was kind of creepy.
Okay.
If you ask me, it wouldn't be a library without the medieval vibes and musky smells.
Right.
Just added to the experience. I loved working there, but there was one particular night that something happened that still gives me the creeps.
Okay.
And despite my efforts to put it behind me, remains fresh and quite chilling. It all started with a stack of books that I found in one of the aisles. Aisle 13 to be exact.
Okay.
At first, I thought it was just some kids fooling around, but after putting all of the books back in their place, it happened again. Then I thought it was one of my fellow librarians playing a prank.
Right.
But after a quick sweep of the library, I didn't find anyone, which wasn't too surprising since the library was due to close in just a few minutes. And I was
usually
pretty
very
sure
quiet too, right?
Everyone else had already left.
Sure. Except for
I
the
guess
ghosts.
at that point, a small sense that something strange was going on already began to pick at my brain. But after putting away the books for a second time and closing up the library, I thought nothing more of it until I heard the sound of books falling on the floor. A part of me just wanted to pretend that I didn't hear anything
and just go home.
Close the door and catch the next bus home.
Right.
But whenever there was anything out of place in the morning, the person who worked the last shift would always get the blame.
Yeah.
So it was in my interest to make sure everything was in order before
honestly,
closing up.
Who's gonna believe you that
complaints from the person in charge?
That was just happening over and over again.
I would be lying if I told you that aisle 13 was the first place I looked. I guess deep down I wanted it to be just some random books that fell off a shelf somewhere.
Sure.
But just as I suspected, it was just another stack of books in the middle of the floor in aisle 13, which made the hairs on the back of my neck spike.
Right.
As I acknowledged a cold shiver sweep across the room.
Okay.
I could no longer brush this off as a prank or child's play, but believe it or not, hauntings are actually very common in that part of England. And it wasn't my first experience with ghosts or the paranormal.
Alright.
I guess that's why I didn't totally freak out at first.
Well, you can't close the library either
if you myself enough to stay
think
calm
somebody's in there.
and gently place the books back,
right?
Where they belong.
Call the police.
Which is when I noticed something strange.
The books?
I assumed the stack of books was totally random, but I recognized one of the books on the floor.
Books.
The chances of the same book appearing every time seemed rather slim, and led me to assume that there was something unusual about this book.
Okay.
Granted, it was a lot older than the other books in the library, and was written in another language. But it didn't stop me from indulging in my curiosity by flipping through the pages until I eventually turned to the only page that had a picture on it, which sent a cold shiver throughout my whole body. I immediately dropped the book and walked out of the library without even looking back.
What was the image?
Stopping to lock the door behind me. By far the scariest ghostly experience of my life.
What was the
and if
image?
you're wondering how a single illustration from an old book could ever be so spine-chilling, well, I'll let you decide.
The ambience was so good in this story, bruh. What is it? It's a picture of him. Oh, no, no, no. Picture of somebody that hung themselves on the books. And it's a picture of him, actually. Oh my god, dude. I got the chills so bad. Oh, so good. So good, so good. You guys, oh, I love it. Animated horror flicks, you guys. Subscribe to him for more stories just like this. Subscribe to me for more reactions. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. We'll see you next time.